After the crown. It's the dream of every young girl to become a princess, but that rarely becomes a reality because they have to either have been born into a royal family or they have to marry a prince, handsome or a frog, and we know the chances of that happening. With the number of beauty pageants today, it's far easier to skip the princess stage and become a queen straight up. A beauty queen, that is, but the reign of a beauty queen rarely exceeds a full year, after which she has to pass down the crown to the next queen. So what happens next? Today on Star Street, we'll be taking a look at a few past the beauty queens who didn't just excel during their reign, but made the most of the opportunities that followed. Bianca Onoh won the MBGN beauty pageant in 1989 and went on to become the first Nigerian girl to win an international beauty pageant by being crowned Miss Intercontinental that same year. Her story of the 90s was highly scandalous because of her marriage to her father's childhood friend, Biafran warlord Chief Odumegwu Ojukwu, but she has lived a good and successful life. She's a former lawyer, owns a skin and beauty clinic, and was appointed by President Jonathan as a special assistant on diaspora affairs in 2011. Another ex-beauty queen that got entwined in politics is the daughter of a former CBN governor. She's Miss Omowumi Akinfesi. Omowumi was crowned the most beautiful girl in Nigeria and Miss Tourism International in 2005. She went MIA for a while after winning the crown, but in 2009 she was appointed Environmental Ambassador by Lagos State Governor Raji Fashola. In 2012, she obtained a master's degree in environmental monitoring, modeling and management from King's College London and owns her own public relations and usher hiring business, El Poise. The moment. This moment in 2001 made Agbani Darego the first black African to win the Miss World title. Shortly after her reign as Miss World, Agbani landed a 3-year contract with L'Oreal, becoming only the second black model to accomplish this feat. The first was Vanessa Williams. Agbani went on to model for a number of top international brands and appeared in top international magazines. She worked with numerous designers including Oscar de la Renta, Marc Bauer, Tommy Hilfiger, Ralph Lauren and Gianfranco Ferrer. Agbani is currently the face of Arik Air. In 2010, she launched a style and fashion reality show, Stylogenic, and 3 years later announced her denim range AD by Agbani Darego. That many accomplishments and Nigeria's biggest modeling export to the world isn't even Agbani. It's the winner of the inaugural edition of Mnet's Face of Africa competition in 1998, Uchi Onaga. Between becoming the face of Africa and now, Oluchi has been featured in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue 4 times, graced the covers of a number of top international magazines, and became the face of campaigns for a number of top brands, as well as working for Victoria's Secret in print, working for 7 consecutive years in the annual Victoria's Secret fashion show. She has strutted runways in London, Milan, Tokyo and Paris for John Galliano, Christian Dior, Costume National, Chanel and Giorgio Armani. Born in 1967, Regina Askia was crowned Miss Unilag in 1988, and though she finished second in the MBGN competition in 1989, she was awarded the crown after the winner, Bianca Onoh, resigned.
Flip disc.
What?
I hurt my back. Massage me right here, please. Press it for me right. Do I have to beg you to help me?
Regina Askia used the public recognition to start a modeling career. Regina appeared in several Nigerian print and television commercials and also worked on several runway shows. But it wasn't all runways for Regina. She made her Nollywood debut in 1993, and between then and the early 2000s, she starred in several movies and was even compared to Elizabeth Taylor for her fame at the time. A biology graduate of Unilag, Regina Askia Williams currently lives in America with her family and is a registered nurse practicing in New York City. Another ex-beauty queen currently plying her trade in the medical field is Matilda Kerry, MBGN 2000. Since the end of her reign, Matilda has continued to use her public persona to promote healthy living and disease prevention in Nigeria. She is currently a medical doctor and the president of the George Kerry Life Foundation, a non-governmental organization that promotes cervical health campaign. Finally, but not in least, is Nike Oshinowo. Nike, who is a polyglot, was crowned the first Yoruba winner of the MBGN beauty pageant in 1990 and was soon afterwards featured in a commercial for a top cosmetics brand at that time. She also hosted a fashion and beauty show on Nigerian television, owned and ran an African restaurant, and Skin Deep, a health and beauty spa which she ran for 7 years and released the first celebrity video in the country, Fit, Fabulous and 40 in 2010. Later in 2010, after 6 years of trying to do so, Nike bought the Miss Nigeria franchise and became Chief Executive and Creative Director of the pageant. By 2012, she was no longer in charge, but is working on another pageant in which the winner will reign for 100 years, making it impossible for the winner to be featured on this list the next time we decide to bring it to you on Style Street. The reign of a beauty queen is a period of her life that she will forever cherish, but these women have shown that it doesn't take a crown for a real queen to live up to standards and reign forever.